Welcome back to Factorio. We're having very specific problems, as indicated by this flashing icon over here. We need literally hundreds of laser turrets. They're supposed to be delivered via train here, all the way over to Defense 4 and 5 here. But, and here's the problem, we don't have any. And why don't we have any? Well, that is a very simple thing to answer. We don't have any laser turrets because they're not being made over here in the base. We're also using just tons and tons of iron. Laser turrets are over here somewhere. Right here. Laser turrets. They need batteries. Batteries should be coming in along this line here. There's also no batteries going further down this. There's one. There's another one. These batteries are also trying to get to this line here to make the robot frames. What we call the various robots. So that's also not doing anything right now. Nice and full though. Looking great. So, why no batteries? Also, the plastic is going at full speed, being all used up. The iron is getting used. Copper's doing fine. Steel's backing up. Love to see it. But yeah, the batteries. I guess the steel's backing up because it can't make all the laser turrets, and that uses steel too. So, yeah, if this started up, it'd be using just a bunch of steel. But currently, it is not, because we're only getting that many batteries. Let's trace back the problem to where it starts here. Follow the slow trail of batteries here. Also, explosives are also not a large amount. Sulfur's doing fine though. Here goes a shell. Let's get over here, which are also being made slowly because of the lack of explosives. That all leads back to the oil situation, because of course it does. Sulfuric acid tank is empty because we don't have enough sulfur. We don't have enough sulfur because we don't have enough petroleum gas. Petroleum gas tanks are empty. These are missing crude oil. The light oil is doing okay. The heavy oil is empty. Lubricants about half. So basically we're missing crude oil currently. That could be partially due to the fact that we've been pumping a whole bunch into here. And it's taking as much as it can to bring to all the different oil sections here. This has a good amount of oil. 1. 2 grabbed a full 4 tanks of oil. 3, also good. 4 managed to get a good amount of oil, but not full. And then 5 has received 60%. So basically we need more oil, is what I'm seeing. We should be getting oil, but there's no oil in the pipes. We've got an oil train up here, which is also just completely empty. Let's see what's happening over at the oil outpost. Should be filling up, one would think. Let's check the train information. Waiting at oil outpost. It's filling up slowly. So once that fills up, it's going to bring us like a tank worth back. A fluid wagon or 2. But a fluid wagon or two is honestly not a huge amount. And we should still be getting some oil from the old oil. There's like 245 there, 107 there, so that's not a lot. Oil outpost has 778. Yeah, that's all the oil we currently really have. Exactly. So we kind of need an oil outpost. Of course, the thing we're trying to do here is expand the defenses in order to push out further to get to the outposts. Turn the things off here for a second. What are we looking at? There's 3,550% of oil over there. That's decent. And it will. There's 2,565% of oil there. Not a huge amount of oil around. There's 2,150 oil there. 1842 there. We also have all the other ore patches to also consider, which would be good to have, obviously. You feeling yet? Oh, it's coming. Oh, that is a different one. Oil. Heading to base. Because currently this is producing barely any, apparently. Our oil usage is a bit high. Here's this. Pumps out all the oil, all 50,000. Put in the tanks. It's on its way out. Then oil starts getting pumped down the lines. And everything's great. For like a moment. So we have oil here. It's getting turned to sulfur here also. Petroleum gas. Let's turn on all of these, which is also nice. It's also going to be sending some down to here a little bit. Yeah, currently also trying to bring all that oil to the outpost is also not ideal. Could have probably done with fewer tanks for all the flamethrowers out there. And it's basically emptying out. And we are waiting for it to return with more oil. So it's slowly but surely. Slowly definitely being the key word here. So that should make some petroleum gas to make some all the other things. Again, only some. Here's some explosives. Here's a battery. So it needs sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid's only being made here. We'll take in enough petroleum gas. I don't think it's the issue of oil refineries. Those are getting through it as much as they can. They're all going all the time. The oil line's flickering. It's just about getting there. They're using up all the oil. Into light oil, heavy oil. Oil being turned into this. Or oil being turned into light oil here too. This is all empty, so it doesn't really matter. Just a little bit of light oil. As long as the lubricant doesn't get. Are we using lubricant for anything? I guess we are. For the best stuff. This is just about going as much as it can for now, which is not great. Let's see if we have a massive stack of batteries in storage. probably have at least a few. But the laser turrets are definitely part of the main system we're trying to defend around here. We don't have a bunch of laser turrets. Things are not going to go well. And how many of those are we going to need? Just so many. Each laser turret needs 12 batteries. So we need 1,800 more batteries right now. And then we still have to add this wall and this wall. So we're talking 2,500 batteries, at least. Probably. Easier said than done, that's for sure. We have a box full of batteries over here at all. Should have a logistics, possibly. Through all the batteries coming on. I don't know if we even had that in the logistics network. Doesn't really look like it. We got more finished products than anything like that. I guess if we requested batteries, there it is. Oh, look at you. That is 2,000 batteries. Well, see, the problem with this is if we let this continue, it's going to take the batteries and put them in the box. So what we're going to do instead is introduce the batteries back into the ecosystem. That is going to add 2,000 batteries. And then these beautiful batteries will be added and turned into probably laser turrets first. Follow the line here. I guess half and half. This is how splitters work. It's going to go up here, turn into some laser turrets. Do we particularly need it to go make more robots right now? I guess we kind of do. We also need those. I think for now we can do this. I think we also need the robot frames for science and stuff though, so it's gonna have to be half and half. That'll be 1,000. I'll make some laser turrets. We also need the robot frames for science. Well, that's kind of filled up. It's just gonna end up filling up more stuff here. Well, the robot frames are doing fine. This box here, and this box here. That's gonna use a lot of batteries too. Robot frame. Yeah, that's doing okay. Well, at least it's gonna be a little bit more getting into the system. Yeah, but after we get through this back pile of batteries, that's still not enough, is the problem. Got 10 batteries on us. Logistics system storage total information. We could see everything on that list, that'd be awesome. Logistic filter. There's a lot of stuff in these boxes. Pretty much everything, honestly. Next research here. Stronger explosives. Increases the damage of rockets. Could be nice. Also the next level 4 thing here. Alright. So, yeah. Once we get more oil going, not much else we can do with this idea. Explosives are also being used. Space on here for laser turrets starting to exist. Nowhere near enough, though. There's also the matter of, if not laser turrets, then what? So we're also not making a huge number of the flamethrower turrets, so we also kind of need more of. So what's happening with that? Just an iron weakness. There's the artilleries. Those are being made. Perfectly fine. I haven't been really using the artillery wagons. That's also something. Here's the flamethrower turret area. Oh, this is being made. Just being made a little bit slowly because of the whole it takes 20 seconds to make one business. Probably speed that up here a little bit. This seems to be the main other turret we're not making a huge number of. What we're gonna do here is a bit of something. A line going here, a line going over here, some long-hand inserters. This side needs steel and these engine units, which we can grab easily enough. Put on a belt here. And then, not like that. Not like that. The problem with that idea is that they're on the same side. That's obviously not good. Rid of this. Put it here. Put it here. Steel here. And now this. There you go. That's gonna make more flamethrowers. Well, that should solve that part of the problem at least. Currently, steel seems to be doing fine, so that's good. Are we eating through all the batteries already? Looks like yes. We got a couple turrets there. The number is still 600 plus. That's probably not even the total number needed. Yeah, all these batteries are going to be turning stuff over here. So the speed of making this. They're all going. Got everything they need. They're just making more robots here, which will be nice. So yeah, that's the turrets again. So we're back to the same problem we were having. Lack of batteries. I guess we can force more of the light oil into petroleum gas. That could at least help for a little bit. We got 8,000 into these tanks. Here's the light oil to petroleum gas, guys. Right here. Definitely going. Let's expand that production here. We need some chemical plants. Should at least help slightly. 5 more light oil to petroleum gas pumps here. Looks like the first thing it's being used for is making plastic. If it gets past there, it can be used for other things. That's where we want to put it. Have space anywhere else up here? Not really, no. Connect it further this way, that's probably better. We take out the incorrect type of flamethrower ammo thing there. That would be a terrible idea. Let's make the sulfur. Only the sulfur from here gets turned into this sulfur acid. Get into the what's up here. Okay. see what we can do here. Chemical plant. Just takes water and the light oil. Give it a space here. That should be alright. Also, just by like hanging out here for a bit, it's kind of just stalling. Problem somewhat solves itself. Not really. Okay. Light oil. I can come from here. Flip it like that. And like this. Tries to get enough space. And then a bunch of undergrounds. Because we do need to get the water in here too. Which should be fine. Leeching off all the massive pile of water that we're getting for the other systems here. I'm just connected to this water. Wouldn't be a bad plan. Something like that. It kind of needs to be out further so it doesn't interfere with the other pipes. Pipes don't like when you do that. Pipes do not like when you do that. Here is some water connections. And this needs to go into this, basically. Just not making much. And if we're not making much of this, we're also not making much of that. All comes back down to the crude oil, which is also a problem. Let's hook this up at least. To here. More pipes. Always a good time. And then right here, and here, and here. I just need some power. Okay. There's a nice pipe right there. Hope that those all connected. Okay. That should be making a little bit more. That makes a little bit more sulfur. I think I kind of want to set up the sulfuric acid stuff here to accept other sulfur. You need to make sulfuric acid. It's taken all the sulfur from here that it can. Not very much of that. But sulfuric acid is really helping with the batteries. Look at it, actually, it's making some batteries. Yeah, that's what we needed. Yet again, more of a stopgap than anything, but for right now, it's what we need. I'll take it. Still though, we need many batteries. Sulfuric acid tank over here, completely empty. That's also getting pumped down to go mine uranium. So uranium is stopped. There's not enough sulfuric acid for mining anymore. There's 0 coming through that tank. So we're not getting any more uranium right now, which is probably not the best thing. The current fuel line here is doing fine. We got a whole thing full of uranium fuel cells, so honestly that's not a problem. At least not immediately. It also means we're not getting any more uranium to get turned into uranium magazines here. which we also need. We're just using up what we have left of this. Takes one of those and one of those to make one. Basically, we can only get this many more. Yeah, we're gonna need to up the uranium processing too. Again, if we just need more of everything. That's kind of what this whole system is here for. Where's the train now? Not here? I can ride it back to see what the status of things is. We can tell it's not good based on the request still, but here comes a few regular gun turrets. Sure, it's on the way 4. On the way 1. Yeah. Yeah. So, we're making at least a few more of the flamethrower turrets. But the flamethrower turrets use the oil, which we don't have very much of. And we don't have any laser turrets. We're going to be running out of ammo. So basically we have artilleries that will aggro everything. And then no solutions after that. Feels a bit untenable currently. A lot of this needs the oil, which needs this to be defended so we can expand out here. None of the walls have had to deal with the large groups yet. And it's also why we're not upgrading artillery range. Just do not have the resources needed here. We kind of just need to do a manual attack to expand and actually get some stuff. If we want to expand, that's going to be more different walls, more different problems. Where would be the most reasonable spot? Depends on where we can make more defenses, I guess. Probably not over these ways, because we don't have any defenses over there whatsoever. We've got the singular laser turrets. Fighting's happening over here, but they've got the full arsenal, so they're fine. I'm really concerned about the fighting happening over here, or here, or here. So we look at this with our radars. They don't have any ammo. There's no laser turrets. There's some oil. This section here also doesn't have it. Up here we have some laser turrets and some ammo. Only a few. It's sporadic for laser turrets somewhat, but also some areas where there's straight up none. We have the diagonal wall structure. Also the complete lack of laser turrets currently up. At least these have some ammo. And oil. So that's going at least. This one doesn't have any of this because it doesn't have power. This one has no fuel. No fuel, no ammo. Yeah, this middle section here is also kind of a problem. But we need more. We need more all the different turrets to set it up correctly, which we don't have. If we try to get them more, they're just going to immediately be taken. So I think, based on the situation around the world here currently, we need to take this oil field. Let's try that by ourselves. We're gonna need We could try something on just walls, but walls without any defenses is not gonna help too much. We don't really have anything in the way of defenses to be made either. Well, let's go see what the situation is at least. Also, using the explosive rockets here, but those use explosives, which is also oil. Yep. It's a situation. Always. Always a situation. We could stop researching things. I would stop using some stuff. Well, that just can't do. That just won't do. It's basically straight out this way. Let's deal with some of the neighbors here. Of course, they are going to just continually re-expand. That is okay. We are getting stronger. Looking good. That. Got some lasers too. Yeah, we need to carve out over this way. Oh yeah, big guy. Taking structural damage. We kind of dealt with it mostly though. I mean, we're actually not taking structural damage. That's kind of the whole thing. Man, these colossal guys. I dealt with. Okay. Scouting out the area. See what we can get away with. See what we need to worry about. That guy. That guy's what we need to worry about. Took a little bit of damage there. That's okay. Repaired. And then good to go. It seems to calculate the number of rockets it needs to destroy everything, which is also pretty convenient. Wild. We are definitely going through rockets here. We got another set in here though, so that's at least something. What's the grid looking like? Speed, shield, lasers. Okay. Logistics asks for a bunch of rockets. Yep. It's definitely rocket expensive. Well, that's worth it. Another shield recharge, yeah? A slightly bigger bunch here. Rockets are AoE though, so in theory. Just live through the forest here. Use the cliffs to my advantage. We can just walk over the cliffs. Oh boy. Wild. Wild stuff. There's the oil. That's where we need to be. The problem really is going to be defending it, I think. If we clear out a large enough area around it, it might be okay for a little bit. That's only a theory. It really depends how it goes. You guys blow up. There you go. Here's some water. That's potentially useful. also target-seeking missiles, which is very nice. You. A little bit more over here. Or a lot of it over here. That's the case maybe. Shield recharged in here. Run away from the colossal behemoth biters. Back in the fray. The lasers are not always on. Because of the power usage of everything else. This is base just on top of the oil here. You need to deal with that. We'll deal with that. Let's use half of our rockets. I don't think it's auto selecting from here. You fill back up. Seems quite effective. Quite effective. Oh my goodness. Yeah, letting him munch on you is not a good plan. That ate through the shield like nothing. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. Binary section. There's all the worms. You can't just walk in here. Everything's fine. For varying definitions of fine. Clearing things out here. It's up the top of the forest. Rocks just fly out of the forest, blow everybody up. Classic. Classic story. Check out all the spawners. Now what we need. Okay. A little bit further too. Just because just so if they, I mean, it's gonna be some pollution for sure. That's going to annoy anybody nearby in the whole we don't have any defenses situation. Save. All this. No. Having an equivalent of basically 4 rocket launches at the same time is pretty good, it turns out. Okay. Let's do a bit of scouting. Could be necessary here. Figure out if there's any good choke points down this way. And it's on you. And on you. Okay. Definitely chewing through the rockets here. This kind of want the artillery to grab some guys and then laser turrets to blast them, fire to cover them. Solves a lot of problems. I think we're gonna fight anybody further down here. Let's go look at how the situation is. Look at these guys. And these guys. They are up closer towards the oil. And where they spread to that isn't on our previous maps. It's information that we need to get. So yeah, this right here is a little close to the oil. We want to deal with that. want any hope in dealing with this. 2 behemoth fighters. This. You. There you go. Yeah, right here is the oil. Up north, we've pretty much dealt with it, but down here, we could use a little bit more safety. These guys will be all sneaky right on the copper. The same color-ish. Enemy bases versus copper. Red. That's the color. Using the cliffs to our advantage is pretty nice. I'll take that. Run out of rockets. And a quarter of our original supply of rockets. There's a big pile of guys. Thanks for you. Thanks for me. Okay. So here's them. Oh, here's some more oil too. That'd be another spot we could get to. Connect that up to the other oil. Of course, that would mean we need to expand even further. You know, water on both sides here, though. There's potential. There's potential for something down here. Let's venture forth. Try to get information. Just enemies. Enemies. Water up that way, but not further this way, it doesn't look like. Enemies are chasing me. Seems to be opening up this way. Not really what we needed. He's gonna keep chasing me. Rude. More. 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 Enemies everywhere. So yeah. This is why I want to expand with like the walls and stuff. So it just kind of deals with all this for us. But to do that, we need all the other stuff, obviously. This way. Okay. Basically, we need a strip here connecting this back to base. And we might need to go with the earlier wall versions to cross over to this section. We got this oil down here, which is more contested. I think we could probably get away with just bringing in this oil. So that should that would at least help. Because compared to the current oil we have, that's 2,500%. Compared to 100, 200, 300, 1,000. So that would like triple at least the oil we got going. And that would be very good. Very good. So we need to restock on ammo for this. If we need to do more excursions. We need to like a thin corridor here, maybe? Get over to the water. There's no shipping or anything. We can set up a train or something. I think it could work. It has to work. If it doesn't, we're never going to be able to make all these laser turrets. But what do we defend this wall with? It's got to be laser turrets. If we take the laser turrets, they're going to be put other places. Let's say We cannibalize this line of laser turrets here. I'm trying to pick up the robot. So we just need a few laser turrets. These might get stolen when we go back to base. These things are requesting laser turrets. Not if we request laser turrets. We can solve this problem. Request our own laser turrets. Laser turrets, 100. So now I don't think things will try to take the laser turrets from us. We're gonna need at least some. It's not gonna be a full system. We also might have some laser turrets in the other base boxes around here. That's noteworthy. I'm just going to make a line of laser turrets from this wall. If we got any extra laser turrets lying around, I think that might be a good plan too. If you can at least get us moving forward here. 130. Yes. This will be good. And then when we are done with laser turrets later, when we have enough, we can come back and replace the other ones here. Just kind of get some of these in there too. We have the requester chests at the other ones. The ones that are not, the ones that are missing some, might have some laser turrets. Depends on how we have the trains set up, I suppose. We can go and grab all those. And we can also take the outer layer of laser turrets. This is totally working. This is getting us more. It's something. But the oil will be a more future-proof idea. And this needs these laser turrets back later. And the oil is required for the flamethrowers and then the other ammo, because it needs uranium. Let's also up this number to 500. Let's go to the various train sections here. Let's bring in us the laser turrets that existed there. Now we have 250. Go up to here and down to there, and over to there. Let's request. I mean, we can't fit too many more than that. Okay. Let's go see. Because this could be part of the solution here. I'm not going to pick up all these laser turrets. See what we can get from here. It's at least enough to get the first few walls here taken care of. These guys are bringing laser turrets. We got it set up to store 100. So that gives us 100 more. So now we have 352. That's slightly helpful. I'm gonna just zoom in on here, see what's in the boxes. This box has 179 laser turrets. Wow, love it. This box over here has 100 laser turrets. That's at least going to be helpful. Let's get most of those on train. I think we're going to set up the complicated one. We just need a few hundred laser turrets in order to go set up for the next oil. This way and then that way. These laser turrets in these boxes are only for repairs if one of the laser turrets gets destroyed. And with the current way we're doing things, that shouldn't be a problem. So, temporary, we can take them here. Love just crossing the water. It's great. This is full of iron here. Hope that's all getting used up nicely. Making the steel, making the copper. Doing good. Looks like ore is still coming through here. Very nicely. Trains are training. Lovely. There's the oil. That's not enough at this point. Alright. Train coming here. You can see on the map when a train's coming too. So that's helpful. Alright. Just put most of these laser turrets on the train. They will get moved over to where they need to be. These guys are going to get us some laser turrets. Appreciate it. We need to up the number we're asking for then. Really bring us all the laser turrets. 531. Yeah, it's almost there, really. Realistically. And the last ones were down at the first wall. Well, first-ish wall. That's right. We can put most of these on. We can just put all the ones we have currently on the train. On those requester. Put in the place to go to the place. Looks like we're not asking for any more of the flamethrower turrets, so those are going at least. Yeah, these salvaged ones will be enough to get us with these walls. But then after that, we're gonna have nothing left. I guess we could ask for batteries. See what batteries are all in the system. Get any of those that are anywhere. I think I can take from storage chests. I'm not sure. Give me all the batteries in existence. Not in logistics network. Let's get in the logistics network. See how you're feeling now. I guess there's not going to be any because we turned the box around. So they're not in the network. Is there anything in storage? Good question. Sorry, explosives completed. Okay. So these are 5. We have the follow robot count. We don't need robots, but just getting everything. You can go infinite on robot count. Wow. Okay, this box. Laser turrets. Go. It's gonna be great. What's the oil doing here? There's some. The sulfur lane is doing good. The batteries are going at a speed at least. They're being made. Love to see that. Light oil's all gone. Heavy oil's all gone. Citric acid's all gone. We are short on absolutely everything. We're doing stuff with explosive stuff. Got 100 batteries coming. Look at all this. Where are these explosive rockets going? They're coming to Spatron. Perfect. Okay. A few more batteries here. So in theory, that could be all the batteries that were in storage here. Probably. On the way, 8. Okay. We'll put that back in this box. 290 more batteries. That's something. And still making more of these. Yeah, I'll use up quite a few. 1,600. Yeah, that's quite a few. Then we'll take the laser turrets from this box and use those to go that way. That should work. Build something to get this oil back. Train connection all the way over here. Take it off. Probably need some crossing of this line somewhere. We need some rail signals. But overall, absolutely necessary. We will get to that. And that'll help. Next time. Goodbye.